Okay, so registered nurses of 2025. Before we discuss one topic related to blood disorder, let us first read this question. A 60-year-old client had been diagnosed to have polycythemia vera. Which of the following measure is not included in the nursing care plan of the client? I repeat, a 60-year-old client had been diagnosed to have a polycythemia vera, which is the problem. Which of the following measures is not included? Not included is a negative statement in the nursing care plan of the client. A. Advice to avoid high altitude. B. Monitor client for chest pain and headache. Letter C. Advice to increase fluid intake. And letter D. Give erythropoietin injection. Okay? So we have to look for a negative statement sa nursing care plan ng patients with polycythemia vera. Again, before we answer this question, let us discuss first what is polycythemia vera. So ano ba yung polycythemia vera, registered nurses? When we say polycythemia vera, poly means many. Okay, many. And cythe is your cells. And mia is the blood. So meaning, there is many cells in the blood. And vera is through. Okay? Vera is a through. So what is the main problem here? Okay? So the main problem, there is what? There is hyperplasia of bone marrow. Okay, there is hyperplasia of bone marrow. Registered nurses, pag sinabi nating hyperplasia of bone marrow, the bone marrow producing too many red blood cells. Again, pag sinabi nating hyperplasia of bone marrow, okay, the bone marrow producing too many red blood cells. Okay, too many red blood cells. Okay, specifically the red blood cells. Okay, so in the polycythemia vera, we have your three blood cells. Okay, so number one, we have your red blood cells. If there's increase in number of red blood cells circulating in our circulation, okay, so this is what we call your erythrocytosis. If there's increased number in white blood cells, this is termed as your leukocytosis. If there's increase in number of platelets, this term as your thrombocytosis. Okay, there is a increased number in platelets is your thrombocytosis. Now, registered nurses, if there's increased number of RBC, white blood cells, and platelets, what happened? Okay, or what will happen to our blood? Okay, so your blood will become concentrated or diluted. Okay, the blood will become concentrated. Okay, kasi maraming numbers of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Okay, so the blood will become concentrated. Remember guys, kapag po concentrated ang ating dugo, okay, kapag concentrated, it will lead to hyperviscosity. Okay, it can lead to hyperviscosity. Okay, if there's too much red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, the blood will become concentrated and it can lead to hyperviscosity. Okay? Pag sinabi nating hyperviscosity, registered nurses, okay, babagal po yung daloy ng ating dugo sa pathway natin. Okay? So remember, this is your blood vessels. Okay? If we have too much red blood cells or blood cells, okay, blood cells here, okay, babagal na po yung daloy ng ating dugo, hindi na po makakarating sa ibang circulation. Okay? So, registered nurses, okay? So, if we have hyperviscosity, okay, in the blood, okay, dahil may pagbagal, the patients may develop, okay, the patients may develop thromboembolism, okay? The patients may develop thromboembolism. thromboembolism. And this thromboembolism may lead to clot formation. Okay? Clot formation or blood formation, blood clot formation. Okay? So, pag meron po tayong blood clot formation, let's say in the artery, okay? Artery or veins. Vein, okay? So, pwede pong ang pasyente makadevelop ng ang tinatawag nating coronary artery disease. And also, kapag po nagkaroon tayo ng blockage in the cerebral artery, okay? Cerebral artery, so pwede po ang pasyente magkaroon ng cerebrovascular accident. Okay? So again, bakit nagkaroon tayo ng coronary artery disease and CVA? Because of the clot formation. Bakit nagkaroon tayo ng clot formation? Because of hyperviscosity or the thromboembolism. So, bakit nagkaroon tayo ng hyperviscosity of blood? Because of hyperplasia of the bone marrow. So, this is your polycythemia vera. Okay, aside from that, guys, due to hyperplasia of bone marrow, pwede din pong ma-involve ang ating organ. Okay? So, pwede din pong ma-involve ang ating organ. And this is what we call your organ infiltration. Okay? Organ infiltration registered nurses. Okay? So, due to hyperplasia, okay, it invades the organ. Okay? It may invades the organ. So, number one, we have your liver. It can invade the liver. It lead to what? Hepatomegaly. Okay? It can lead to hepatomegaly. Okay? Also, it invades the spleen. Okay? And it leads to splenomegaly. Okay? Also, it invades the bone. Can give you arthralgia. And also, skin involvement. Okay, what will happen to the skin of the client? So, mapapansin natin, there is what? There is a reddish skin coloration, or there is what? Ruddy or ruddy complexion. Okay, pag sinabi nating ruddy complexion, reddish in color. Yung skin po ng patient mo. Bakit nagkaroon tayo ng ruddy complexion? Because of increased number of red blood cells, hemoglobin, okay, in the circulation. So, yan po. Okay? So, what are the manifestation? Okay? Ano yung mga manifestation or sign and symptoms? Sulat natin, manifestation or sign symptoms. So, we have your hepatomegaly, okay? Spleen or splenomegaly, arthralgia, and ruddy complexion. So, sulat natin dito. So, pwede po ang pasyente magkaroon ng headache. Okay? Makakaramdam ng headache. Okay? So, pwede din po magkaroon sila ng tinatawag nating chest pain or shortness of breath. Okay? Hypertension. Okay? Due to clot formation in the cerebral artery. Okay? Chest pain because of the coronary artery disease and also headache. Arthralgia also because of the bone involvement. Okay? There is also arthralgia. So, those are the manifestation. Okay? So, again, so what are those nursing management or nursing intervention? Okay, so what are those nursing intervention? So number one, registered nurses. As a registered nurse, so we have to assess your client. We have to check your patient. Okay? So ano i-assess natin? You have to check and monitor po yung sign and symptoms. Okay? Check. Monitor. Yung sign and symptoms of thromboembolism. Okay, you have to check the sign and symptoms of the thromboembolism. And what are those? Okay, so we have to check if there is what? The patients experience chest pain. Okay, you have to monitor and check patient. Okay, chest pain, and shortness of breath. Sir, bakit namin kailangan i-check yan? Okay? You have to check this. Baka mamaya ang pasyente po nagkakaroon na ng tinatag nating angina. Okay? So, those are signs and symptoms of angina related to thromboembolism. Okay? So, aside from that, you have to check hypertension, blood pressure of your client, okay? Headache, because those are signs and symptoms of thromboembolism. Baka ang pasyente natin, registered nurses, is also sama na natin ang level of consciousness. Baka ang pasyente mo nagkakaroon ng tinatag nating blockage or obstruction in the cerebral artery, and this is what we call your magmamanifest na or magkakaroon na pwedeng tinatawag nating cerebrovascular accident. Okay, so baka mamaya meron na silang thromboembolism that can lead to angina and cerebrovascular accident. Chest pain, shortness of breath, hypertension, headache, and level of consciousness. Okay, so those are nursing intervention. Okay, next is the management. So, ano ibibigay natin sa pasyente? Or what are those management? Okay? So, do we allow patients to increase fluid intake? Yes or no? Kapag ang pasyente may polycythemia vera, do we allow patients to increase fluid intake? Yes. Okay, so increase fluid intake. Sir, bakit kailangan may increased fluid intake? Remember, registered nurses, ang patient natin is hyperviscosity. Ibig sabihin, malapot yung dugo nila. Okay? So, to dilute this one and to reduce blood viscosity, okay? So, kailangan natin ma-encourage ang patients to increase more fluid intake. Aside from that, increased fluid intake, we can also administer as prescribed your tinatag nating analgesic. Okay? We can administer analgesic as prescribed. Sir, bakit kailangan magbigay ng analgesic? Okay, so remember, meron tayo kaninang bone pain or arthralgia. Okay, to alleviate this pain, then we can administer analgesic as prescribed by the physician. And also, we can administer chemotherapy. Okay, we can administer chemotherapeutic drugs. So, ang ginagawa po sa chemotherapy is, bakit binibigay natin ito sa patients with polycythemia vera? Because to what? To inhibit po, okay? To inhibit, okay? To inhibit hyperactivity. Okay? To inhibit hyperactivity of bone marrow. Okay? Para makontrol na po, okay? Makontrol na po natin yung hypersecretion or hyperactivity po ng ating bone marrow para hindi na po siya nagre-release at makokontrol na yung ating pag-release ng ating blood cells. Okay? Next is what to take note, guys, registered nurses. Okay? Very important on the birth examination. Okay? We have to take note. Avoid, okay? Avoid daw yung high altitude. Okay, activity in a high altitude, we avoid this one. So one of the examples of your high altitude activity is mountain climbing. Okay, mountain climbing, registered nurses, okay, we have to instruct your client to avoid yung mga nag-hiking, umaakit sa bundok, okay, mountain climbing, as well as airplane, okay, as well as is your tinatag nating airplane travel, okay, airplane travel. So those these two kailangan is ma-advise natin sa client na bawal silang mag-hiking or sa matataas na lugar, and also airplane travel. Sir Jeff, bakit pinagbabawal natin yan? Okay? Registered nurses, remember, kapag po mataas po yung altitude or nasa taas tayo area, okay, so bababa po yung ating oxygen level. Okay? So bababa po yung ating oxygen level. Okay? So pag mataas po ang ating altitude, bababa po or babagsak yung oxygen level natin. Okay? So remember, pag bumaba po or bumagsak po ang ating oxygen level, registered nurses, i-stimulate po, okay? I-stimulate po niya ang ating kidneys. Okay? Ma-stimulate po yung ating kidney. Pag na-stimulate po ang kidney mo, registered nurses, okay? pag na-stimulate yan, okay, magre-release po ang ating kidney na tinatawag nating erythropoietin. Okay, magre-release po sila ng erythropoietin. Okay, erythropoietin. And this erythropoietin, guys, is a hormones po. Is a natural hormones po. Okay? So kapag nag-release po ng erythropoietin ang ating kidney, okay? Kasi na-stimulate po siya. Okay? Na-stimulate po siya ng low level of oxygen. So ma-stimulate naman po ng ating erythropoietin yung ating bone marrow. Okay? Ma-stimulate po yung ating bone marrow. Kapag na-stimulate po yung ating bone marrow, anong gagawin? Magpuproduce po ang ating bone marrow ng mga red blood cells. Okay? Magre-release po ng ating red blood cells. So meaning guys, kapag po nag-release ang ating bone marrow or nag-produce ang ating bone marrow ng more red blood cells o ng red blood cells, madadagdagan pa po. Okay? Magkakaroon tayo ng increased viscosity of the blood. Okay? Magkakaroon tayo ng increased viscosity of the blood. Remember, yun na nga yung problema natin kanina sa polycythemia vera. There is what? There is production or too much production of red blood cells. So, kailangan hindi na po natin sila dagdagan. Okay? So, kaya ina-avoid po natin, registered nurses, ang mga high altitude area, okay, like mountain climbing, airplane travel. Bakit? Kasi babagsak po ang ating oxygen level because of low oxygen level in the high altitude. Okay? Mababa pa ang oxygen level doon. So, kapag mababa ang oxygen level natin sa taas, okay, so ma-stimulate po ang ating kidney. Okay? Anong gagawin ni kidney? Magre-release po siya ng erythropoietin. Okay? Magre-release siya ng hormones na erythropoietin. Kapag naka-release tayo ng erythropoietin or nakapag-produce tayo ng erythropoietin, i-stimulate naman niya yung tinatawag nating bone marrow. Kapag na-stimulate na po yung bone marrow, magpuproduce na naman ang ating bone marrow ng red blood cells. Nadagdagan na naman po siya. Okay? So dahil nag-release at nag-produce tayo ng red blood cells, it can lead to increased blood viscosity. Again, another problem with your polycythemia vera. Okay? So ito po yung nangyayari. Okay? So thank you so much for the question number 1. Okay, go back here. Okay, so sabi dito, a 60-year-old client had been diagnosed to have polycythemia vera. Which of the following measure is not included in the nursing care plan of the client? Now we can answer this question. A, advice to avoid high altitude. B, monitor client for chest pain and headache. Letter C, advice to increase fluid. And letter G, give erythropoietin injection. So, negative statement po ang ating hahanapin. So, letter A, advice ba natin to avoid high altitude? Yes, advice natin kasi kapag nasa high altitude tayo, bababa po ang oxygen level. Pag bumaba ang oxygen level natin, may stimulate po ang ating kidneys. Okay? Pag na-stimulate ang kidney natin, magpuproduce po tayo ng erythropoietin. Pag nakapag-produce po tayo ng erythropoietin, may stimulate po yung ating bone marrow. And kapag na-stimulate po yung bone marrow natin, magre-release na naman tayo ng red blood cells. Okay? Again, it will lead to what? It will lead to increased blood viscosity. Again, letter A is included. Okay? So, positive statement tayo dito. Letter B, monitor client for chest pain and headache. Again, kasama po sa ating nursing care plan po dapat ang letter B at saka letter A. So, monitor client for chest pain, yes. Headache, yes. Kasi, baka ang pasyente nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating thromboembolism. Okay? Baka nagkakaroon ng thromboembolism and pwede magkaroon tayo ng CVA and the CAD. Okay? As complication of polycythemia vera. So, letter B is also a positive statement. Next, letter C and letter D. Advise to increase fluid and give erythropoietin. So, which one is the correct answer here? Okay. So, letter C, advice to increase fluid intake. Yes, this is a positive statement. Sabi natin kanina, we have to encourage client to increase fluid intake. Why? To reduce blood viscosity para maging diluted naman yung blood ng patient natin. Okay? So, letter C is a positive statement. Letter D is a negative statement. Give erythropoietin injection. Again, Kapag nagbigay tayo ng erythropoietin injection, registered nurses, may stimulate po ang ating bone marrow. Pag na-stimulate ang bone marrow natin, magre-release na naman tayo or magpuproduce tayo ng another red blood cells. And red blood cells, guys, nadagdagan na naman, then it will increase blood viscosity. So the answer here is a negative statement, letter D. Okay? So thank you so much and good luck on your examination.